Good evening and welcome back to the Dwarven Fortress of Esmulrakust, where last weekend not Esmulrakust, Esmulrakust, where last weekend the one of my dwarves had a strange mood that went a bit wrong, in that it turned out that if you put they claim a, so it was, hang on, let me start a bit from the beginning. It was a weaver who had the strange mood, and weavers need a clothier's workshop, and I didn't have a clothier's workshop, so I built it in a convenient large room, which happened to be a temple. But it turns out if you do that, then something goes slightly wrong with collecting cloth, and so my weaver just kept collecting cloth. And eventually I found the entry in the wiki that explained what was going on, and fixed things so that they stopped collecting cloth. But this does mean that there's this pair of trousers which is extremely decorated with wool, because it has like 10 different kinds of wool cloth in it. Yeah, it just keeps going. And I read all that out last time, so you're not going to get it again. But yes, I have assigned this as a symbol of the broker of the of my fortress, and I think based on this T here, that broker might be coming to collect it. Yes, right. So the broker now is actually wearing them, or is just taking them back to his. Yes, is now wearing these ludicrous trousers. Hush. Yes, the broker is wearing 2 pairs of trousers. He feels pleasure after putting on a truly splendid item. Well, I mean, it was a truly splendid item. He's also interested near has found quite a lot of completely sublime furniture, because this fortress is kind of full of completely sublime furniture. And this did make me think, actually, that I could use artifacts assigned to certain offices as ways of cheering, or not quite of cheering people up, though it would do that too, but in particular of dealing with people who are unhappy as a result of not having acquired anything recently. Sadly, you're not unhappy due to not having acquired anything recently, but you might be unhappy due to not having crafted anything recently. And we can probably fix that. I can't remember what our standard way of fixing that is. Also, there is now no one else below yellow. Thank you. Well, let's stick our excessively unhappy dwarf. Actually, let's not stick them in the buttery brunch yet. Let's get them to craft a thing first. I think my usual approach to that is to take this craftsdwarf's workshop, temporarily make it only usable by that one person. Temporarily set bone carving to be... Oh, bone carving is doable by anyone anyway. I should probably change that back again. And then add a task to make something out of bone. Bracelets are traditional, but let's do crowns. A crown. And all being well, our excessively unhappy dwarf will then go, oh, I should craft a crown. No, they're going to a meeting instead.
This is like normal employment.
Yes, yes.
Right, I've got a good fun thing to do. Let's start. Oh, it's time for a meeting.
I mean, to be fair, in this case, they actually organise the meeting themselves in order to go and shout at people. The meetings have an agenda. The agenda is unhappy dwarf goes and shouts at the person in charge. She feels satisfied while yelling at somebody in charge.
And improving persuasion. Does that mean she got the person in charge to do something sensible?
Maybe. I don't know.
I mean, Simon, there is a fundamental flaw in that thesis, which is the words sensible and dwarf don't go that closely together.
Yes, now up to being an adequate persuader. Anyway, she's now busy making a bone crown, something she has no skill in at all, I suspect. Yes. But this will make her happy,
Also,
we
you've
hope.
got to start somewhere.
Yes. I mean, probably won't actually... She does at least feel satisfied at work now, and does not have unmet need craft something, which is a good start. Now I think I will stick her into the buttery brunch, which will probably help as well. She's currently in the Divine Stones, but no, need to go out and cheer yourself up a bit. Which will admittedly probably first involve finding lots of clothes, or possibly storing all your old clothes in bins. I don't know. I'm sure you'll sort yourself out eventually. No, going to go and shout at the mayor again. Shouting at the mayor is my only pleasure in life now. I mean, I kind of assume that it's the unhappy dwarf who causes these meetings, but I know that they are only ever attending the meeting, whereas I think the mayor is holding the meeting. So maybe the mayor keeps summoning unhappy dwarves to their office, which might explain why the dwarves are unhappy. Except that they do get to shout at the mayor in the process. So I don't know. Dwarves, who can say? Right. Yes. So she's now getting all her armour correct for being a member of the buttery brunch. Apparently, we'll leave her to it. We could look at the other 4 slightly unhappy dwarves and see if any of them are suffering from desire for new clothes or something. You also have an unmet need to craft an object and to be creative. Right, let's have you make us another bone crown then. Or you can do some other things, I suppose. No, we should... who was it? I've forgotten who the person was at the top of the pause list. Or rather, the second top of the list. Minkot that. Temporarily cancel those 2 and add okay, I can't sort this out anyway. There we go. I think my keyboard input has gone somewhere weird. Right, so now Minkot should turn up and also craft a crown, and thus Minkot Merged Book. That's quite a good name. Kia has stolen a large bronze helm. Okay, we don't really care. We don't leave things outside if we care about them. Okay, we're short of lead at the moment for decorating things. Possibly we should go and do some more mining. Right, so yes, you're...
That helmet surely won't fit here very well.
No. A large bronze helm will not fit a Kia. Well, it might be useful as a nest or something. She's frustrated after doing nothing creative for so long. Well, that should now fix itself. Right. Right, she now feels satisfied at work and at least has her top 2. Right, she does have an unmet need to acquire an object. I'm now wondering if we could do this by... I mean, she's a messenger. We don't really use our messengers. Maybe the messengers should have symbols of office, and then we could appoint different people as messengers as and when we want to make sure that they acquire an item briefly. I should look through the list of treasures in this form and see what looks like it would be a sensible treasure for a messenger to have. Those 2 are mugs. That's clearly not right. That's an amulet. That might be okay. No, it's a figurine. Sorry, that's a bit weird. Those are all weapons. That's family heirloom. We really want treasures of the... The problem is we did kind of encourage the production of euphoric obstacles, the coffee wood ring. That's a nice small item at least. Admittedly a very complicated one. Let's make that. I need to check on its proper dwarven name, don't I? Ramal Dolok. The other one we have is admittedly a reindeer leather robe called the Fabulous Pain. Okay, no, a reindeer leather robe is even better, even if it is called Fabulous Pain. Was it Fabulous Pain? Yes, yes. Sankest Zulash. That's obviously the symbol of office of a messenger. Something to keep the rain off. What am I doing? I'm, yes, adding that as a symbol of office of the second messenger. If I can remember which one it was. It's a square bracket. Oh, if I wasn't... Sankest Zulash, that was the bunny, wasn't it? So that's now the messenger's, the second messenger's symbol of office is called Sankest Zulash, the Fabulous Pain, but we might appoint different people to that role. Are you now going to go and collect it? You are a member of Greenbirds at the moment, aren't you? Which might actually detract from that, because probably you don't wear your symbol of office while you're in your uniform or some such. Let's temporarily take you out of Greenbirds, so that will screw up all of your items. Mincock Kier thingamy. Right. Now goes to put all her armour in the correct bins. Then he goes, hang on, I need some clothes. Where are my clothes? Most of them are probably in my bedroom. Extract a pile of clothes from my cupboard. Oh, but I meant to be wearing the official leather cloak of Fabulous Pain or something. Let me find it. No, that's a goat leather shirt. Oh, okay, no, putting on more clothes from the clothes stockpile first, apparently. Now you're going back to your bedroom to pick up something you forgot last time? Because obviously you couldn't pick up your clothes in a sensible order? Yes. I could do something about the incoming merchants, but I want to see how this person gets dressed. Right, and you have included the correct item. Delighted after putting on a truly splendid item. So now we could appoint other people to that role if they are also feeling unhappy about not having acquired an item recently. Anyway, I'm not sure that's actually a helpful thing to have done, but I've done it anyway, so there. Right, let's get some stuff for trading. Oh, let's put the Craftsdwarf's workshop back to its normal configuration first. Right. You could limit who's allowed to carve bones, but nah, I'm sure it's fine. So things in stockpile 72 are often full of stuff we don't care about. If we have any large gems, we should dispose of them as well. Doesn't look like we do. Totems are another thing we can conveniently get rid of if we have. If these aren't elves, I honestly can't remember. That looks like no, that's an elven name. Okay, let's not bother transporting totems then, because the elves won't buy them anyway. And we should probably move more bins because most of the stuff in them is going to turn out to be not elf compatible. That's probably better. Actually, almost all kinds of armour, actual armour, are not elf compatible, are they? I don't know that they'll even take the stuff that they wear. Oh no, actually some of it is because they bring things like cotton boots, don't they? So we'll let that arrive. Yes, thank you, Pink Bee. No, that's no help. Yes, we can't sell them wool. They don't like wool. We can't buy wool off them either, and we really do need to get some more wool because someone has converted a vast pile of wool cloth into a single pair of trousers. Steph says cotton boots. I think so.
I mean, you could dope them with something to make.
See, we have a pair of cotton low boots here.
Yeah, aren't they just Skechers?
I mean, they are meant to be a kind of armour, not just boots, but
Well, I mean,
it is sized for elves. It is made from cotton cloth.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you've got a sturdier sole on it, then that might make some sense. But I mean, also dwarves, dwarf.
No, elves. Dwarves don't make boots out of cotton. Dwarves make boots out of
Copper.
copper, yes, iron, steel.
Toxic ores.
Don't think we can do it out of rocks. I think we do need to use metal and possibly even a weapons grade metal. But also any kind of leather. Shark leather.
I misheard that a sharp leather briefly.
Well, yes, shark leather is probably quite sharp.
It's okay. You can get on Tumblr and people will very convincingly tell you that sharks are smooth.
Right, we're still waiting for the traders to actually turn the elves to actually turn up, I think.
Tumblr is full of deranged people. Pretty much.
Okay, maybe they have arrived. A masterwork of Litest. Someone has stolen one of our masterwork crossbow bolts that we've left lying around outside. Happily, this doesn't very much upset anyone because they make so many masterwork crossbow bolts. Right, let's see if they've got anything we want first. Like, you brought any lions? You brought a rhinoceros. And a rattlesnake. I mean, tame rattlesnake seems kind of entertaining, though probably not very useful.
I mean, I do worry that this is very much in the leopards eating your face category.
No,
Snake rattling your arse, your ankles.
I mean, I don't think we actually need a rhinoceros. But we can buy a rhinoceros if you want. It'll probably just get killed by the next goblin horde that turns up, though.
Okay, I mean, I think feeding rhinoceri deliberately to goblin hordes is probably cruel and you probably shouldn't do it.
I mean, because I assume rhinoceroses are grazers, and so we'd have to keep it somewhere where there's grass, which would usually be on the out the front of the fortress. Yes.
Or elf or, you know, whatever.
I don't think we need any of the clothes they've brought with them, though, and they often don't bring much good by way of food. I mean, we're fairly well off for food. We should buy anything that you can brew, though. Let's just buy all the fruit. I mean, I'm sure some of that can be brewed into something useful. I should possibly pay some attention to musical instruments and work out what we've got and where we can put them. Now, I think unless there's some spectacular clothing here, I may not be buying much more.
No. Yes, I'm about to. I usually say.
Yeah.
Newt stream, maybe see some of you tomorrow. That's my.
Right. So I think the only thing we're buying by way of pets is a gratuitous rattlesnake. I mean, we could buy a beaver, but I don't really know that we have a use for one. Not sure we really have a use for a rattlesnake, to be fair. There are some more different kinds of mysterious musical instrument. We should buy them too. If we can get whole musical instrument rather than just parts. I don't know why they keep turning up with clay. I mean, yes, I was going to say we don't have much clay, but we do have plenty of kaolinite, and that's more than adequately good as a replacement for clay. Here, have some pigtail shoe. That should be safe. Another pigtail shoe. And another one. And a pigtail dress. And a long rope reed skirt. And some gloves. Sock. Some jute leggings. A linen helm. I'm not sure that will be highly effective, really. Some cotton leggings. Some rope reed leggings. Jute high boot. Jute leggings, linen leggings. Jute boot. Hemp leggings. Don't trust anything with decorations on. Pigtail socks. Linen shoe, hemp glove. Jute glove. Far too many things that I can't, well, I'm not certain I can sell them. I think that Rami or possibly Rami helm is fine. A linen high boot will be fine. I think Kenaf is fine as well. Right, let's hope they like that lot. Yay, good. Right, we now own a rattlesnake. I'm sure that's fine.
I saw the occasional piece of wooden armour in your list. Is that something that came from a previous...
Yes, elves tend to make wooden armour. It's not very good, really.
I guess you can't sell it back to them because they know it's stolen from them.
I think they don't trust that we haven't made it ourselves. out of trees that we cut down, which is not allowed, or something. They're allowed to make things from trees because they can do it ethically, or something. Another elven caravan has arrived. Right. Well, let's. Oh, we'll just resummon the broker. Oh, greetings from the woodlands. We have much to discuss. Are you going to accuse us of cutting down trees again? Because last time you accused us of cutting down trees, and we have not cut down trees. Yes, we're not going to cut down 10 trees. We don't cut down trees here. Confusing. Oh well, I don't think that went badly per se, I just don't understand it. So no, we don't have the other ones yet. So yes, we bought a load of fruit which can then be probably be converted into drink, which will be good for people who like more interesting drinks. We can release that rattlesnake now. And we can probably arrange for it to be, we can allow it to become someone's pet, I suppose. I'm sure someone would like a pet rattlesnake. Oh, is that? No, that's a... I was wondering whether the... that was a dog we can train, but I think it's a dog we can't train, sadly. All right, that E is obviously an elf, yes. Where are you going? You're going to randomly hang around in one of our temples, are you? Okay. We also have an ostrich. We could, I suppose, start trying to, like, get ostrich and rattlesnake eggs. I'm sure rattlesnake eggs are very tasty. Right, yes, they're still unloading. I mean, apparently our food stocks are still... Actually, we do seem to have almost managed to fill this stockpile now. We might want to make it bigger. But possibly we could use some more of this floor for keeping egg-laying creatures, if we felt like it. I mean, we did eggs a bit in the last fortress, so I'm not sure it's urgent. This one doesn't, that thing of course doesn't have access to stone. This one does though, I think. At least I assume that's why that one's there. Let's make some nest boxes. It should be amusing. Right, this is the second batch of elves who have also come along with a great big pile of clay and some musical instruments, including something with far too many accents. I possibly don't need to buy every kind of musical instrument that there is, but whatever. Sure, it'll be fine. So what animals have you brought? Oh, I don't think we can get away without buying a river otter and probably a mink. Oh, does that mean we could have a breeding pair of beavers? I mean, we'll take anything that we know we can train for war.
Or beaver.
That doesn't include a beaver. So this group have a male beaver. We'll check later. Like, why can't you bring weird elven booze that we can buy? We would totally buy your weird elven booze. Not like you've brought anything much else that's good. Kind of doubt that date palm flower stalks are very useful. Saguaro fruit might be useful, I don't know. That lot are probably useful. I bet we can brew most of those into food. Into booze, rather. Right, let's see what we've got for these guys then. I think Kenaf is fine. Cotton leggings are definitely fine. And there was a jute boot there. And a Kenaf boot. Rope reed leggings. Linen boot, jute boot, jute boot. Right, so now mostly just going through these and finding things that are not decorated, just in case the decorations are awkward and and made of materials that we can get away with giving away to selling to even to elves. Don't trust that, it's decorated. Problem is that as I sell these things, my stocks of clothes become more and more full of things that I can't sell to elves. I should try to fix this by selling the same bins full of clothes to the dwarves after I've picked out the items that the elves will take. Sure, there's something in here we don't want. Oh, there's some. Good. I think we concluded that silk was okay, but let's not push our luck. Unless I've run out of other things to sell. One approach, of course, is simply to offer them far too little and rely on them making a counter offer, which I think they will ensure that they don't ask for anything that they wouldn't be willing to take. I don't think we can train beavers for war. We can try, and we might get them, given that both, if it turns out we do actually have a breeding pair of beavers available. I'm not sure I can, but sorry, I'm now thinking there is of course a problem with beavers. I don't think it's implemented in Dwarf Fortress Mind, but if you want us not to cut down trees, maybe don't sell us beavers. Obviously, it should be implemented that if you let beavers out into the, like if you allow beavers to get at trees, the trees will end up being cut down whether you like it or not. But I don't think it is.
I mean, presumably the elves have some way to keep the beavers under control.
Possibly. Maybe they just keep them in a cage. Maybe it's allowed if you're a beaver. I don't know. But I bet they wouldn't forgive us for letting our beavers gnaw down trees. Oops, no, that one I trust. I'm slightly worried I'm going to choose something wrong here. I don't know why I'm suddenly worried about that. Not, worried enough to actually go back and check, mind. There's quite a lot of items here. All right, that's probably enough. Oh no, got away with that. Right, so these guys, who are the second ones to arrive, have a male beaver. These guys, who are the first ones to arrive, also have a male beaver. So that would not actually be very helpful if we wanted a breeding what's name of beavers. But if you like beavers, we'll get beavers anyway. We will swap this beaver for a linen low boot. I don't think any trees are growing back yet. Oh, they've got a grizzly bear. We'll take the grizzly bear. Sorry, I hadn't noticed grizzly bear. Don't think there's much use for a giraffe, though. Going to take a little while to find enough old clothes to buy a grizzly bear with, mind. So, yes, Kenaf, that's fine. Blah, 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 blah. Pigtail. Cotton. Rope breed, hemp, no, decorated hemp, don't trust it, hemp. Kenaf, hemp, that'll do. Right, okay, we now own 2 beavers. Oh, and a lion, which we will train for war. Don't think we can train a beaver for war. Yes, I think it would be cruel to keep a giraffe in a dwarven fortress. I don't think giraffes are actually taller than a Z level in the way as implemented, but obviously they should be. Right, are you going to install these new cages so I can unlock them? So please can we release that stray beaver and that stray beaver.
Did I just see that one of those beavers was called Fortress Problems?
I think that was the person standing on the same square as the beaver. Oh, there's a grizzly bear as well, wasn't there? And an otter. Well, let's first mark the beavers as allowed to be pets. And actually the otter and the mink. We are now reaching the point where I'm buying animals, forgetting that I've bought animals. Oops, no, that wasn't what I meant. I mean, it might be what I meant, but it wasn't. I don't know that it was what I meant. I think the beavers are quite happy just being hopeful about not being in cages anymore. I mean, we do have a watercourse outside, but the thing is that the goblins keep turning up out there. So maybe we should try to make like a suitable place for beavers to beavers and otters to live inside the fortress somewhere, like an artificial river or something. Possibly that would be overkill. Might take a little while to lug the lion over here. Not the lion, the grizzly bear over here. Yes, obviously in this fortress we don't use minecarts as part of our water park. Oh, a wedding. The Crossdorf Ustus Bedan Konos and the clothier Esmulrakust have married. I think presumably that clothier is the one who was recently who recently had a strange mood. Congratulations. Right, let's train the lion and the bear for war, because if nothing else, they'll be a little bit tougher then when they. Oh, and the leopard. Oh, hang on, I bought a leopard, did I? Where's that leopard? Right, our lion is now trained for war. I mean, we keep getting war lions turning up on the other side. And grizzly bear is now trained for war. Haven't yet seen any elves turn up with a war grizzly, happily. Right, release the leopard. And demolish its cage. Right. Good-o. Oh yes, I was going to see if we could get some more lead, because we do have a decent supply of the lead ore whose name I've forgotten down here. It's silly because I actually own a lump of it and I've still forgotten what it's called. Galena. There's some that's conveniently at ground level. Just confirming that there are other ways between these two levels and that breaking that ramp won't make things unhappy, but I think we're fine. Here come some miners, only briefly distracted by the dogs. Just check that we have a sensible set of people organised for mining. Yeah, that looks good. Our leopard has been trained for war. Right, I think we have a bunch of tasks for, scheduled tasks for smelting galena into lead and silver. And it's nice to get some silver. That's not. Oh no, I thought that might be the end of that vein, but no, it's keeping going for a little while at least. All right, I think it's actually a continuation of that galena vein which we mined out earlier. it's slightly odd that it crosses into a different kind of layer rock.
Good Newt. See you tomorrow, God willing.
I don't think we want any cobaltite. We'll take the brown zircon though. Gems are always good for sticking on things. Oh, there's a little bit of tetrahedrite over there. Let's see if it turns out to have a lot of tetrahedrite behind it. Right, so that's at least a small quantity of rough brown zircons for encrusting things with, and a reasonable amount of galena for getting lead and silver out of. Nope, it's just a tiny little bit of tetrahedrite. Now just looking around, seeing if there's any more highly accessible galena that I could mine. Some there that's only a little bit. It's a long way off though. Well, let's see what happens. This will probably lead to someone getting killed by a forgotten beast or something. Snooze, good night, Steph. Yes, this is not the most exciting of Dwarf Fortress streams, is it? I'm mining lead. Well, we could install those nest boxes, couldn't we? If I can work out how they're classified. Oh, are we running out of see, I can just use this existing pasture. Are we running out of kaolinite? We should fix that and stick the rattlesnake and the ostrich in it. Oh, we're a bit short of coal, actually. We have plenty of tetrahedrite. I don't need to mine tetrahedrite. Yeah, we are short of kaolinite, though. I should mine some more kaolinite, because that's like something we can actually use in quantity. That wall wants a that we want to build a wall there. I am going actually. Maybe we should just mine out this kaolinite and then replace it with uh, uh, porcelain. Well, let's check how many porcelain bricks we have available. 1. Okay, we will not mine out any of that kaolinite to replace with porcelain bricks because we don't have enough porcelain bricks for the purpose. We'll build a staircase all the way up there because all of that pillar, much of that pillar is actually worth mining. And the staircase should support it. So similarly, this pillar. What? Apparently that was configured wrong. But actually the useful area is going to be on the other side of there where we can get into this wall, which is full of kaolinite and lignite. Somehow I'm going to cause a cave in by doing this, but I don't quite know how yet. That lot should all be reachable. Oops. At least some of it should be. Oh, it's all damp over there though. Let's try not to mine damp things. There, right. That should do. That's probably far too much mining. Oh well. It'll get us a decent supply of kaolinite again. How do you lift a silver great axe when you're a Kia? I mean... Okay, apparently we do also have a goose. I've just spotted. Let's also constrain said goose to our mouses and egg layers pasture. Ben, did you check the sex of the ostrich and the rattlesnake? Maybe I didn't, but they are both female. think I may have established at least some unnecessary what's names here in this mine. Staircases. Oh look, there's more galena. Let's get more galena. We like galena. Because actually we've got several floors here where we've already dug out quite a lot of kaolinite. Right, so this will give us a reasonable supply of kaolinite and also improve our supply of lignite a bit, which will be good for making more, for firing the kaolinite. Oh, someone has become less unhappy. Excellent. I think it was Erdim who was our problem before. I'm not sure. Paint sneaked. Don't think there's any sensible way I can provide you with romance, sadly. Oh yes, I should just confirm that what our soap situation is like, because that's something I occasionally need to check up on. Oh, we're running out of soap. It says, can't you institute a red temple, which is not something I understand. Maybe I need to look it up afterwards. Yes, we probably don't actually have any lye. We probably have to, I try to order it in though, so maybe we've got some. Oh yes, we've got plenty of lye, right. And we have a decent stock of leopard tallow. So I think actually, which one of those do we have fewest of? So we have 79 lye. And 103 leopard tallow. So maybe we should make 79 bars of soap. Where is soap made? Fairly sure we have a soap maker's workshop somewhere. But I also thought it was in this room because it's like cooking, only a bit different. There it is, yes. Ah, right, yes. Yes, a temple of Aphrodite, broadly. I'm not sure. Well, obviously we can set up temples to specific gods. So maybe we could set up a god of love. I don't know that the gods tend to be interested in things like that. They seem to be... can we ask that question? Given we have a temple here, what can we ask about it? You know, it's a shrine to the doctrine of skies. Yes, I don't quite know whether, and like we can get some idea of what the doctrine of skies is like by virtue of having a holy flyer and a high rain, neither of which we have appointed. But yes, I'm not quite sure whether. If we like choose a dwarf, can we? No, because we can't visit a page about their deity. I have a horrible feeling we can only do this if we actually uh, investigate them in Legends mode, which is kind of cheaty. You're particularly spectacular soaper because there seems to be a lot of soap turning up immediately. No, you're mostly a carpenter, actually. Oh well. Right, so we are sorting out our soap situation slowly. Only a dabbling soaper at the moment. It'll be a while before you get really good. But still, you get to learn a skill, and I'm sure that will make you happy. You apparently want to acquire things. Well, maybe later. Right, so we are now making soap, which will deal with our slight soap shortage, which I only thought to look at because someone was happy about having had a soapy bath. And I was thinking, hang on, doesn't that mean we have soap? Well, it does mean we have soap, but I was worried we might be running out. Okay, we could mine some of that, but that's all damp. Okay, yeah, let's not go further than the edge of the dampness. So that's a decent supply of additional kaolinite and a touch more lignite and some green tourmalines as well, which will keep us adequately supplied with. All right, we can't actually dig into that pillar because it's what looks like it might be floor nearby is actually mostly twigs. And we can't get into it from below because, well, it's not a pillar anymore. It's just suspended from the roof. There's a great big hole underneath it. Oh, well. Right, so nothing much exciting has happened today. It's been a rather dull day. Well, we did have a wedding, I suppose. That's not very dull, at least for the people involved. And we do now own a war lion and a war grizzly bear and 2 beavers and a rattlesnake. And we're trying to get rattlesnake eggs for dinner. Though whether that's going to work, I have no idea. Let's see if we have any eggs. Do eggs appear in this list as eggs? Egg, none. How sad. Right, so we'll leave that for now. Yes, no successful elven trading. Nothing went weird there. The elves like us. We've promised not to cut down many trees, and will indeed not cut down many trees. Pinkby says, also, I think the rattlesnake makes the fort 10% more metal. Yes, it's quite possible. Right, so I think it being midnight, that will be a good time to stop for the night. So I shall save and say good night. Good night.